How do you define art? What is art? This is one of the oldest questions that artists have had to grapple with, and it's a really important question. It's probably the question. For me, I'd like to define art by starting with an analogy. Let's imagine that you have a gift, a present. I'll use my hand for this case. This gift is wrapped. I'll talk about what the wrapping is in a moment. It's wrapped. The whole thing then is placed into a box. Okay. With that analogy in mind, let me explain what I think each of these components are. The ideas are the present. All of your concept, what you're trying to say, what you're trying to communicate. That's the present. That's the real art. The wrapping, that's the context. It's the setting for the art. It's the context. It's all of the things that apply to the art that aren't in the art itself. So with your ideas and proper context together, this is the art. Now this thing can go into any number of boxes. What are the boxes? The box is the particular medium that you choose, the particular way that you decide to make those ideas in context represented or manifested in the real world. For some people, that means the box is a painting or a drawing. It could be a song. It could be a poem. It could be a short story, a novel. It could be a dance. There are many ways to create art and to express yourself artistically. Each of those different ways I think about as the box for the ideas in context. So the skilled component to being an artist is about being able to construct the perfect box for the ideas that you want to communicate. If you are a conceptual artist, you have no box at all. You simply have the ideas and the context of those ideas. That's the whole art. If you're a painter, your box is a canvas with paint and maybe linseed oil, or if you're acrylic, then acrylic and gel medium and so on. So it's up to you to construct the best box and also to know what ideas fit which mediums. You know, for example, if you have this amazing idea in context and you're most comfortable with the box of poetry, that doesn't mean that poetry is the best box for that idea. Maybe that idea is best represented as a song or a short story, something like that. But because I do believe that art is a form of communication, there's a second part to this equation, and that is once you put your art out into the world, either physically by hanging it in a gallery or a coffee shop or a library, wherever it goes, or digitally by putting it on your social media, when the audience views the art, they're also bringing something to the meaning. They're bringing their personal experiences, their filters to that piece of art. That's why we have so many different interpretations of novels, and people understand songs differently, and paintings. You can look at the same painting and ask 100 art critics whose job it is to critique art, and they're going to have different opinions. That's because they're bringing in their understanding, which will all be different from each other, into the piece. Everyone has different filters based on their environment and their upbringing. So with all of that being said, the summary is, I think art is a form of communication at the most profound level. We're communicating our stories and our experiences, our ideas.